Willie D Live.
What's up, family? You're not going to believe this one. In 2024, Donald Trump, your president, now border czar Tom Homan, was recorded by the FBI accepting $50,000 for promising government contracts to undercover FBI agents. Yeah, man. Y'all believe it? Give me a thumbs up if you believe it. Thumbs down if you say, no, man, somebody lying and the truth ain't in them. Family. MSNBC reports that the FBI and Justice Department were waiting to move forward with their investigation into Homan until he began as border czar and could make good on his promise. After Trump became president in January 2025, however, the case hit a brick wall. FBI Director Kash Patel reportedly requested an update on the investigation into Homan and unnamed Trump appointees close to the case. While there was no official reason given, MSNBC reports that one Trump DOJ official called it a deep state investigation. The probe into Homan began during the summer of 2024 when the subject of a separate federal investigation reported that Homan was soliciting money in exchange for future government contracts should Trump be reelected. Soon, a joint investigation between the FBI, the DOJ's Public Integrity Section, and the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Western District of Texas was underway. The inquiry looked into the border czar and former acting director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement Tom Homan and others based on evidence of payment from FBI undercover agents in exchange for facilitating future contracts related to border enforcement, according to the documents obtained by MSNBC. The contents of MSNBC's report was immediately disavowed by both the FBI and the White House. In a joint statement provided to the Daily Beast, FBI Director Patel and Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche said, "This matter originated under the previous administration and was subjected to a full review by FBI agents and Justice Department prosecutors. They found no credible evidence of any criminal wrongdoing. The department's resources must remain focused on real threats to the American people, not baseless investigations. As a result, the investigation has been closed." We have investigated our own, and we have found that we have done nothing wrong. Y'all, family, Trump ran on border control and his border czar is on FBI recordings soliciting bribes. Y'all think he ain't gonna take no money? Y'all really think those borders are secured? Come on, fam. You can't be that slow. You cannot be that slow. I told y'all, this whole border control thing is nothing but smoke and mirrors. This is just to throw people off. Look, make it look like something's really happening. Nothing's happening. For every person that they send back, they're gonna let 2 or 3 in. Notice I said they are going to let 2 or 3 in. Yeah, man, it's big money in crossing that border. There's a lot of money into that. Think about it, fam. You work in border control. You're in border control. Everybody's on the take. If you're not on the take, if they let you in and you don't get on the take, somebody might take you out. Too much money in it. We're gonna let a few of them come through, and we're gonna stop these people. We're gonna let these people come through. We're gonna stop these people. The people who get hassled the most are documented citizens. That's who get hassled the most out there. We won't search a vehicle. Meanwhile, we're gonna let these people who are undocumented slide right on through. And we're gonna let that shipment come right on through. Yeah, drugs, baby, drugs. How you think it's going down? How you think it happens? Drugs. How you think it get over here? Drugs. How you think those drugs get in here? Somebody gotta let them through. If one was to have just a rudimentary level of understanding, they would know that this is all game. How do you have over 20 million undocumented people in your country? How? That means somebody's on the take. How do you get all these drugs over here? You got people in the air. You got planes in the air, and drones. You got eyes in the air. You got eyes in the sea. You got eyes on the land. You know, everywhere. Eyes everywhere. And you can't see those drugs coming over here? Now, for all of you who are not hard to impress, they did blast a couple of boats. They said they killed some drug dealers. So now the U.S. is just, instead of arresting drug dealers, they're just bombing them now. If they can bomb the drug dealer at sea, what's gonna stop them from pulling up on the projects and dropping a bomb on the projects where the drug dealers work at? And keep in mind, for all of y'all saying, well, you know, that's what they get. That's what they get. Well, what about the biggest drug dealers? The ones who own the planes and the boats that bring the drugs over here. You want them dead too? I doubt it, you hypocrite. Yeah, fam. So anyway, y'all got y'all a new border czar. You happy? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.